So it's welcome now to Brookvale Oval as the Eagles are taken out by Michael O'Connor to be greeted by their home crowd as they go out there to do battle today against the Canberra Raiders, winners over Penrith last Sunday. Let's have a look at the full list of Manly players. Ridge is at fullback. There are some changes. Lydiard and Stokes on the wing. In the centres, Kevin Iro and Michael O'Connor. The halves are Cliffy Lyons, and the halfback there is Jeff Tuvey. The lock forward is Jones now. Second row, Tony Iro, and Ian Roberts definitely playing in the game. The front row, Martin Bella, David Hosking, and Matt Dunford. They're coached by Graham Lowe. Mal Meninga now comes down from the dressing rooms with the Canberra Raiders behind him. A big day for the Raiders, hoping to put wins back-to-back. Let's have a look at their team rundown. The fullback is Daryl McDonald. On the wings are Sean Hoppy and Jason Croker. The centres are Meninga and Mullins. The halves, Phil Blake in for Laurie Daly together with Ricky Stewart. And then it's Bradley Clyde, Gary Coyne, Michael Harrison, David Wood, Steve Walters and Paul Osborne. And they're coached by Tim Sheaves. Referee for the game is Greg McCallum. Manly from right to left. Jones in number 11 playing at lock forward. Owen Cunningham relegated to the benches for the early part of the game. And Jones it is who gets us going. The ball taken down there eventually by Gary Coyne. And he brings it out about 5 or 6 metres beyond the 10-metre line, but forced back. Sloppy played the ball by Coyne as Croker tries to work it out to the 22. Joining me in commentary, Paul Vorton.
Yes, Ray, interesting tactical move this by Manly coach Graham Lowe of bringing Tony Iro into the second row, swapping his forwards around. Owen Cunningham last week in the Manly side was voted player of the day, so he must be a little bit unlucky to miss out on a start. But obviously they might see a weakness around the 5'8" area in the Canberra side, and Iro will be aimed at that area.
Phil Blake taking a tackle from Tony Iro. He felt the tackle too. Now a penalty goes to Manly. It's against Canberra for the downtown rule. And also McCallum indicating there was a jolting arm in a tackle confrontation. So Manly comes up with a penalty. Ridge now gets it away. It's coming around. The Canberra players don't even look at it. They know it's between the uprights. Manly grabbing points in the opening seconds to lead Canberra by 2 points to 0. Greg McCallum in charge of his second match of the round in as many weeks. And Meninga's kick goes down to Ridge. He's going to use this block-busting winger come second rower for today's game, Tony Iro. He plays it back now for Dunford, for Bella. Bella with that left arm. Heavily guarded. And he's put to ground there by David Woods. Wearing the number 10, Paul Osborne, in the number 8. Lyons with a short ball for Hosking. Clash of heads there between Hosking and Coyne.
And you can see Manly's tactics already relying heavily on the ability of David Hosking and Martin Bella to get over that advantage line and get some good yards for Manly.
Now this is the man we saw for the first time last weekend in the top grade, debuter from last Sunday, Sean Hoppy. Plays it back for Meninga to go away from dummy half, pursued by Michael O'Connor. And Dunford went in very awkwardly. He's come away clutching at the right shoulder. Croker now, 10 metres into Manly's area. Osborne, with a full head of steam, gets it down to the 32-metre line. Back now and away from Steve Walters, through from Stewart to Blake. Blake with the right footer. Oh, beautiful take by Cliffy Lyons. Mark Waugh couldn't have done better. Lydiard. Oh, this is one of our classic catches for the season.
Yeah, miracle take here by Cliffy Lyons. That's brilliant stuff from the great 5'8", and now a penalty goes to the Manly side, their second of the match. Canberra caught up inside the 5-metre zone.
Ridge just raking the ball away from the possession of Osborne.
Well, you can see that's a big 5, isn't it? That's about 10 or 12 metres, and that's a pretty harsh penalty by the referee. As long as he keeps it up for both sides, that's good.
Hosking tries to break down the wall. Gets it inside the 22. Dunford away for Bella. Dunford, I think, has still got some pain from that shoulder. This is him with the ball now. Ridden into the ground eventually by Steve Walters. They're right in front of the uprights. They're 18 metres out. Bad pass, Tuvey for Lyons. Roberts tries to crack them. Pulled down around the legs by David Woods. Big performance by him last Sunday. Ridge goes from dummy half. Oh! Meninga come in with a swinging arm. It was only to the chest area, though. Lyons, short ball for Bella. Bella looking to unload. He can't. And 5 gone against the Eagles. Right in front of the uprights. 5 metres out, 10 metres out, now 15 away, and they've made a complete mess of it. Played by Mullins.
Well, it's been a very positive start here for the Manly side. A couple of penalties gone their way. They've been throwing the ball around. A bad pass on that occasion, but now Canberra get the chance to attack. Bradley Clyde makes a good run.
Clyde, he'll play it on the 32-metre line. David Wood. Jones around the legs, over the top, Tony Iro with Martin Bella. A blindside rush now. Osborne getting it away for Mullins. He's put it down. Manly had their opportunity. He'll play the knock on. And this scrum will go down midway, 22 halfway. Canberra's end of the ground. It'll be a Manly feed. So they'll come up with 6 tackles to attack the Canberra line. Tuvey working it. Safely for Manly. Lyons, lofted pass. Oh, O'Connor coming in from a deep position. He's pulled down 10 metres into Canberra's area. Tuvey away for Roberts. Roberts steaming ahead. Meninga got a shot on him. It's gone back to Tuvey. Tuvey put down by Hoppy. And coming over the top is Bradley Clyde. Dunford through Hosking. Lyons, quick hand. O'Connor shows it, one-handed. Now for Kevin Iro. Back for Ridge now. Ridge sees the 22, goes over it, gets the pass away, but it's gone over the sideline. Ooh, flashy piece of football by Manly.
Yeah, that was a great opportunity there for Manly because Canberra was caught short out wide and Matthew Ridge made a good inroad, and this last pass just goes astray. If Frank Stokes catches that, could have been a try.
Stewart puts it in the scrum. They let it go free this time. Didn't lock it up in the scrum. Stewart tackled by Jones. And Clyde now. Away from the tackle by Cliffy Lyons. Through a gap. Clyde links up with his winger Hoppy. Hoppy's over the halfway mark. Reaches the 40-metre line. Beats that. Beats the 32-metre line. Leaves the 22 behind him before Michael O'Connor makes the tackle. Tremendous run by Sean Hoppy. Now 6 more tackles. Meninga for Stewart. Inside for Walters. He'll get the score, I think. Yes! Steve Walters gets a 4-pointer for Canberra.
Oh, brilliant play from the Raiders. What about Bradley Clyde? How good a player is he? A 50-metre run by him set it all up for the Raiders. A brilliant tackle by O'Connor on him. But then, as the Manly defence was stretched, here's Clyde. Look at him go. Martin Bella couldn't foot it. A pretty ordinary attempt by Kevin Iro there. And good support play by Hoppy. Now, he did the right thing. He stayed in field and he beat another tackle there. But watch O'Connor come from the clouds. That's a great try-saving tackle. Now, the Manly defence is stretched. There are 6s and 7s. Meninga goes from dummy half. And good play from Stewart. Back inside of Walters. A big gap up there. O'Connor missed that one. And Walters too strong in the good try.
18 metres out. Ricky Stewart made it very clear in his column this morning that he was looking forward to this contest with the current Australian number 7, Jeff Tuvey. Meninga's kick is wide. No addition to the scoreboard, but what a try for Stevie Walters. Canberra 4, Manly 2. I'm rather amazed at the ability of both sides to open their opponents up, particularly in the early passages of play. Jones.
Ray, I believe there's only 4 or 5 sides in the competition who can win the premiership. We're looking at 2 of them today.
McDonald, taken by Tuvey. Getting some help from Jones. Hoppy. Gee, what an impressive boy this fellow is. Sean Hoppy. Now from Walters, they go to the right, to the blind for Clyde. And Clyde met by O'Connor. Meninga, dummy half scoot. And gains valuable metres. He'll play at 12 metres short of the halfway mark. And the last tackle coming up. Manly, they've got themselves offside at the play of the ball. The crowd giving Greg McCallum a round of the kitchen. Penalty to Canberra.
Yeah, he's got him for not standing straight on. Just watch this, David Lydiard, yeah, never in front of Mal Meninga there against the rules. And a fair penalty there to the Canberra Raiders.
Mal Meninga finding it 5 metres short of halfway. Walters for Hoppy. David Woods going straight. Canberra do this a lot A lot more than most sides, in fact. Fading one way, then running the straight angle as the ball is hit back into the middle by Michael Harrison. Harrison playing at 10 metres into Manly's area. Coyne, and a jolting tackle by Manly. 3 of them in it. Tony Iro was one. Roberts was another. Now Stewart. Blake turning it inside for Meninga. Meninga for Clyde. Clyde 10 metres out from the line.
Great cover by Ian Roberts there. Oh, and a bad mistake there by the young kid Hoppy. Canberra on a roll, and Hoppy dropped it from dummy half.
So McCallum will bring it back to the 22. Bella. Dunford. Jones. Surging run. 10 metres of ground. Dunford. Tuvey. Lyons. Iro's on his inside. Tony Iro. This is Kevin now. Tuvey's with him on his right. Iro. Good passage of play for Manly. They're trailing by 4 points to 2. Dunford. Roberts. Coyne makes the tackle. Roberts does well. Cunningham does better. Down it. Oh! Michael O'Connor! Whoa! That looked dangerous to me. Pardon me. Tuvey. Lyons. Iro. Ridge. Lyons. They're inside the 22. Jones. Lyons. Was a touch by Canberra. Lydiard.
Razzle-dazzle stuff from Manly. Cunningham, he's just come on. He's made a couple of breaks. That looked a bit high. See O'Connor pleading for a penalty here, looking straight at the referee. But he deemed it to be round the shoulders.
He's going to give it for the high shot. Opportunity to level. Now, this magnificent striker of the ball, Matthew Ridge, hits it sweetly. Flags go up. We're deadlocked. We're at 4 points all. Meninga will get us going again. And straight down to Matthew Ridge. And he'll use David Lydiard this time. Lydiard goes back. Jolting tackle by David Woods. Little hint of a swinging arm in the tackle. Dunford comes away. Gets a pass away for Cunningham. 32-metre line. That's where they're at. Dunford. Bella getting some pace up. Pulled down by Brett Mullins around the legs. Woods over the top. He's made plenty of tackles. David Woods again today. Roberts. Groan from the crowd. Impact of the tackle. Ridge. Holding back the kick. Picking up some yards. And pulled down by Brett Mullins. 5 tackles gone now. Tuvey drops it onto the right boot. Taken by Croker. Tackled by the kicker. Walters. Through Harrison for Stewart. Now Clyde. Clyde pulled down around the legs by Mike O'Connor. Cliffy Lyons over the top. Meninga sweeping it off the ground for Harrison. And a penalty against Manly being inside the 5. And picking it up 11 metres on the Manly side of the halfway is Steve Walters. Sean Hoppy shows it to David Woods, takes on the defence, and down he goes under Tony Iro and Ian Roberts. Roberts striking for the ball in the play of the ball. Canberra's penalty. Well, he's got Roberts for not standing directly in front. He got himself into an offside position in reality. But there was some hesitation in McCallum.
Watch this. He does call for 6 again. So he wasn't concerned about Roberts being in the wrong place then. But all of a sudden, when Roberts got the ball back, he said, no, you can't do that. Penalty.
And now Meninga is ready for it. Chance to put his side 2 points in front. 4 points all currently. Hits it all right. Touch judges don't move. Flags go up. 2 points. Canberra grab the lead again over Manly. 6 points to 4. So here we go again. Bradley Clyde. And met there by the Manly defence quite strongly, Owen Cunningham and Jeff Tuvey. Harrison just takes his foot off the accelerator a little bit when he comes to the defensive line. He's more likely to get hurt doing that than taking them on at full pace. Woods, Coyne. Lyons down low, Jones over the top. Stewart. Right-footed kick, torpedoing towards the line. Oh, absolute gem of a kick. Two of the game's best here, Cliffy Lyons and Ricky Stewart. 6-4 to Canberra. Worked by Tuvey, cleanly for Manly. Lyons. O'Connor. Now they've made it's a forward pass. Well, McCallum did well to rule from where he was.
Well, look forward to me, Ray, but on that occasion, Kevin Iro standing well outside his opposite Mal Meninga. Look where he is, Iro. Meninga inside him. The pass was on, but unfortunately, I think it just drifted forward right at that last moment there. Well read by McCallum.
So the scrum 15 metres out from the Manly line. And a very good chance here for Canberra. Stewart for Blake, now Meninga. Now Meninga plays it just inside the quarter. Clyde adds his presence to this attacking raid. McDonald. Dummy half is Sean Hoppy. Out and giving it away for Harrison. 10 metres from the line. Pulled down by Ian Roberts and by Matt Dunford. Walters sweeping for Ricky Stewart. Holds it up. Stands. Looks to pop. Does. Coyne. Coyne's out of one. Taken on the 10-metre line. Gary Coyne now. He'll play it. Back to Steve Walters. Osborne looking to unload. There it is back for Stewart. Stewart just floating the ball away now for Hoppy. Takes it on the bounce. He'll beat Bella. Oh, he'll score. Sean Hoppy. Well, what a find this boy is proving to be for the Raiders as they go to a 10-4 lead.
Yeah, they took it up. Osborne took it up hard and strong. The ball comes back here on the ground. Ricky Stewart with a few options. He could have gone left. He sees the Manly defence up and a great pass. Did that ball bounce forward? Didn't matter. Hoppy easily outpaced Martin Bella. What was Bella doing out there on the wing?
Oh, don't blame Bella. He was folding across. He was sliding in defence. Where was the winger and the other centre if they're playing centre aside?
Good point, Ray.
Ready for it. There's that last big deep breath. Sets the compass. He's missed it. No goal for Mal Meninga, but Canberra, they lead Manly by 10-4. Jones, big kick. Oh yeah, Stewart knows the rules. He took it and gave it to Croker. Manly know, and they knew before the match, I suppose. But they've got, Harrison. Shoulder charge by Roberts. Harrison got up and smiled. A rather masochistic smile. Watch this, crack. Stewart now coming up. Clyde on the halfway, gets a pass away. Osborne. Paul Osborne. Put down by Dunford.
David Hosking back on the field for the Manly side in 10, and Martin Bella's van is having a breather.
Coyne, one-hander for Harrison. First year in the top grade for Michael Harrison. Stewart away for Blake. Now Meninga. Meninga gets it away for a replacement on for Canberra, number 40. It's Matthew Wood. Blake out from dummy half. Tries to find the line, but the ball goes infield for Ridge. Ridge running away from the forwards. Now it's Iro. Kevin. Outside the 32. Beats Bradley Clyde. Where's the support? Cliff Lyons is with him now. Kevin Iro. A great run by Kevin Iro. Cunningham is coming from the field with the trainers.
Penalty, Ray. High tackle. High tackle on Tony Iro. Cliffy Lyons looks concerned. He's calling for the trainer or the doctor. Here it is here. Yeah, high shot round the neck there by Mullins.
Well, there's Owen Cunningham leaving the field. He's very groggy. heavily concussed. Let's have a look at this again from the wide angle shot. And
I don't think it was too bad. The fact that Oro's legs went up in the air made it look a bit worse than it was.
So the penalty has already been given to Manly. Brett Mullen's being spoken to. Mal Meninga still questioning McCallum on what is high. But that tackle did seem to be Adam's apple height. Matthew Ridge strikes it, and he doesn't like it. The flags go down. So 10 points to 4 remains the scoreline just in front of half-time. Stewart sending it way down to the other 22 line. Ridge. He comes back. He's lost the ball. Canberra with Harrison. Thought about passing, but held. And that's not counted as a tackle. I remind you of that new rule that came in last year. Stewart shrugging off tackle after tackle.
His passing game's been fantastic, setting up his supports, and he's probably been one of Canberra's best, along with this man, Bradley Clyde.
Phil Blake with a bad gash to the cheekbone. There's the siren, the end of the first half, and what a tremendous first half of rugby league it was. Some absolutely brilliant attacking football by both sides, strong defence, and Canberra go to the break, leading Manly by 10 points to 4. We'll have the second half action for you shortly. Welcome back now, the start of the second half in this match between Canberra and Manly, and what a crackerjack first half it was. We come back with that scoreline for you at Canberra 10, Manly 4. And let's have a look at some of the statistics coming out of the game as this second half gets underway. David Lydiard pulled down. Penalties 5-4 to Canberra first half. Scrum 6-4 to Manly. The total tackles in the game, Manly 85, Canberra 72. And the lower grade results for you, Manly won both reserve grade and under 21s. And that win in reserve grade for Manly was their first in 24 games. So you can imagine it was a grand final reception that greeted the players as they left the field. Penalty goes to Manly at the end of their first set of tackles in the second half.
As David Woods, he's off to the headbin. Blood pouring from his bugle. Phil Blake, he won't return this half. He copped a knock in that first half. Here it is here. Matthew Ridge, he copped Matthew Ridge's knee right in his cheekbone, and we do believe he has a depressed fracture of the cheekbone.
Lions turning it inside for Kevin Iro. He steps away. He's gone inside the 32. He's got the fullback to beat. He's got the pass away. It's gone to ground. Oh, David Lydiard. He only had vacant air between him and the try line.
Here comes Lydiard on the inside. The pass right in front of him.
Oh, gee,
probably a bit far in front of him.
It wasn't crash hot, the pass, when you see it.
But he still should have taken it. 2 hands for beginners, and another chance gone for Manly.
Matthew Wood. Slicing run. Just outside the Canberra 22. This match starting off in the second half where it left off. This boy is Hetherington, you tell me.
Brett Hetherington on for David Woods.
Osborne, he's on his own now, David Woods. I don't know that he'll come back. It looked like a bad break of the nose. Coyne has recovered and making a good run. Now it's with Stewart. Stewart's kick is too big. Another chance coming up for Manly. There's Woods, as you can see, around the nose area, badly swollen.
Looks like the Avalon S-Bends.
Penalty to Manly. Well, they've got to take the shot. Matthew Ridge now. 15 metres in from touch. 26 metres out, and he's missed it. So the scoreline, 10 points to 4 in favour of Canberra still. Canberra lost David Woods. Lost Phil Blake. Now Stewart sends that drop kick right down to Matthew Ridge. Splashes of blood across the front of the shorts. That would be from the contact he made with Phil Blake. Dunford could have sucked a penalty there. Dunford's head hit the ground very hard under the tackle of Coyne and Clyde. Jones. Lyons. Hosking. Hosking badly in need of a runner on his left. He had support right. Dunford. Oro! 22 metres out and he's lost it. And he's hurt. Hetherington to play it. Clyde.
There's some crunching defence here on Iro. That's a great tackle. Hetherington down low and Clyde out of the top forced the ball out.
Osborne now. Iro getting some attention to the nose. Stewart gets it back now for Harrison. Harrison's about 6 metres into Manly's area. Played back for McDonald. Now Stewart. Woods. Meninga's on his inside now, but Meninga puts it down. Scrum will go down 10 metres on the Manly side of halfway.
Yeah, Wood did the right thing running across the field there. If Meninga catches that, there's all sorts of trouble for Manly.
Tuvey coming around to feed the scrum. Cleanly won by Manly. Lyons. O'Connor shows it, then gives it. Oh, gee.
That's a good tackle, Ray, by Mullins. Saw his man and went for him.
Stokes. Yeah, maybe so, but I think Kevin Iro would have preferred Michael O'Connor didn't give the pass. Swinging arm in the tackle there. Lyons has Jones with him. Jones. Lydiard chased by Meninga. And also Hoppy. Boy, do you reckon Hoppy didn't show some speed? 10 metres from the line. Played by Lydiard. Swept by Jones. Tuvey Lyons. He's got Hosking with him. Hosking. No support. It keeps arriving too late. Hosking goes himself. 5 tackles gone. Lyons now. Dummy half. Thinks about kicking. Holds it back. Dunford gets it over. Dunford puts it down for the Eagles. What a game of football.
Well, it had to come. The Canberra defence couldn't hang on all match, and Manly finally put one over. Is that the start of things to come? Cliffy Lyons held the ball up. The Canberra defence had gone up. Does he get this ball down?
That's
well,
down.
You reckon he did?
That's down.
The front on shot now. He steams onto that pass. Here he comes. Here comes the delivery. Yeah, he got it down eventually. Good try to Manly. 10. It'll be 10 all in about 4.5 seconds.
So the kick from Matthew Ridge straight between the uprights. 10 points all between Manly and Canberra. The Ridge conversion successful. I must admit, I thought it was a fair and square try. And I still very firmly believe that as Meninga gets us off again into another passage of play. Surely they can't exceed what they... Oh! What a tackle on Lydiard. Canberra comes up with the football. Matthew Wood. Harrison. 20 metres out from the Manly line now. Walters. Hetherington. 15 out. Darryl Williams crying out for help on the left. That's the way Stewart is going. He's home. He'll score. Well, he went under the arm of the Manly player so easily. And Stewart puts it down for a try.
And what about the mistake by David Lydiard? That's the thing that's cost Manly 4, possibly 6 points. But Ricky Stewart, great piece of individualism here. He shows the ball. When you show the ball, you put the defence in 2 minds. Went straight between Williams and Jones. Away he goes. Matthew Ridge couldn't hold him. Brings it round near the post to make it easier for Meninga. But Ricky Stewart, he's had a blinder. He's showing the way for Canberra. See, the Manly players didn't know what to do, who to take. And Stewart just waltzed on through. Canberra back into it. They're back in front, 14-10.
Now Matthew Wood, he strikes it. It's a goal. 2 further points to the Canberra cause. They lead by 16 points to 10. Sending it down to bounce on the Canberra line. And Harrison comes back with it. Reaching the 22. That's a fine run.
It's been a great game, Ray. We've 65 minutes into the game at 55. We've seen enough action in the last 3 games. 25 minutes to go. What a finish we're in for. Is David Woods not worried about his bugle at all. Takes it up. That's good play from Woods. He's as tough as they come.
Walters, Stewart. Stewart leading the way. Keeping this game on track. Unflappable performance. Spiced with that touch of magic that he can provide, including that try. Matthew Reid runs into no man's land. Done for the dummy half. Jones! Good run by John Jones.
Oh, he's been their best player by a mile. Every time he gets it, you know what he's going to do. He's going to run straight and hard.
Lyons. O'Connor's folding inside. Lyons goes himself. O'Connor pulled out of the play. Dunford. Dunford gets the pass away. Away for Iro, now for Stokes. Stokes put down by Mullins. Dunford. Hosking. Flicks it out the back for Lyons. Manly are bunched up. They've got no back line at all. Roberts. They've lost ground. Tremendous defence by Canberra. Tuvey. 15 metres into Canberra's area last tackle. Lyons steps inside again. O'Connor over the corner. He's got one to beat. Hoppy back for Hosking. He has to hurdle them, gets it away, and it's flicked inside. Canberra, they've got the ball. Well, that's why they've done so well. For the last 5 years in rugby league, they will not lay down.
No, but brilliant play there by Manly. Michael O'Connor made this beautiful break. Mule Hosking on the burst, backing up. And this last tackle, Mal Meninga, who else would it be? What a try-saver.
Stewart. Clyde. Well, we told you after watching them against Penrith that those who thought Canberra were not a premiership threat this year would have to adjust their betting market. Stewart, foot down, good tackle, head on, one-on-one from Reg.
Oh, that's hurt him, Ray, too.
That's hurt Stewart. Stewart's in immense pain. Matthew Reg, no thought of self-preservation, and Stewart has hurt his right knee.
The best player on the field, no doubt about it. Let's hope the injury isn't too serious. Looks like it may be a leg problem, of course. Maybe a broken leg. Let's hope it's not. Not a bad replacement going on here for Ricky Stewart. It's Chris O'Sullivan, who just came back from a captain coaching role in Swinton. He's on for Stewart. Meninga, a very poor attempt at goal kick from a long-range angle. And now Stokes cleans it up for Manly.
Red's back to dummy half. Iro. Kevin Iro, he's been threatening all match to make one hell of a run that could put Manly back at least level. This is his brother Tony out to the 22 line. Now Bella. Bella's 15 metres, his own side of halfway. Jones again. Gets it within 5 metres of the halfway line. Very strong performance by Jones. Lyons. Tuvey. Tuvey gets away from the would-be tackle. Just into Canberra's area. O'Connor. Back and around. The bounce is favourable for Darryl Williams. Can he unload? He does. Kevin Iro! Kevin Iro! Full back to beat. Stands him up. Kevin Iro! That's the equaliser. Or it will be. Well, I just said it a few moments ago. He's been threatening to run in a try, and eventually he's done it. The Kiwi connection, Williams and Iro.
Yes, you can never write the Eagles off. O'Connor runs even backwards here to try and set up his supports. Darryl Williams did particularly well. He drew 3 of them in, and as soon as Ira got that ball, it was always going to be a try. Darryl McDonald, $1,000,000 to get him. He's beaten many better players than McDonald, and that's not having a go at that young kid. He's a great player, stepping up the right foot here. Just had too much room to work in. Now 16 all. What a finish we've got coming up for you.
Kevin Iro cruises in right behind the uprights. The trifecta of New Zealanders. They put the 6 points together. Matthew Ridge converts. It's 16 points all. Ball coming back to halfway. And Matthew Wood carts it back. Just that touch slower than the last time. But that's understandable. These two sides have absolutely thrilled the crowd today. Wood down for David Hosking. Leaves it for Cliffy Lyons. Lyons back to his quarter.
Manly finishing full of running here, Ray, coming to the end of this game. 11 minutes remaining. David Hosking, he's taking it up like it's in the first minute. And they're really, Dunford now, up the middle. Canberra's defence is really ragged. They're looking tired, the Raiders.
Lyons a dummy half. Dunford a slow play the ball. Bella hasn't been with us for a great portion of the match. I still fancy that he's carrying an injury. He hasn't been his powerful self today. Jones, Bella, 6 more tackles, says the referee. Bella fires it back. Pulled in by Dunford. He'll play the ball just a metre on the Canberra side of halfway. 16 points all in an absolute cracker of a game at Brookvale. Bella to play it. Dunford a dummy half, sweeping for Tuvey. Now for Jones. Across now for Lyons, and away goes Aro! Tony Aro! Fullback to beat! Hetherington gets him from behind.
Great chase by Hetherington, saved the day for the Raiders. Now Kevin Iro from dummy half.
Around for O'Connor, out now it goes. It's with Roberts. Roberts can see the line, but he can't put it down. 4th tackle gone now. Played back for Lyons. Away now for Dunford. Dunford, can he unload? He does for Lyons. He'll score! He'll score! Lyons puts Manly in front. 20 points to 16. Well, the crowd, they are absolutely loving it. Why wouldn't they love it? You won't see many better ones than this.
Yes, well, all the pressures come from Manly. Lyons runs some dummy half. The defence comes up quick out wide again, but not back on the other side of the ruck. And Lyons saw a gap there. Coyne missed him. Osborne too slow. Wouldn't have got him in a million years. And Cliffy Lyons could have sealed the game here for Manly. Over he goes. He loves to score a try. 2016 kick to come.
20 metres. There she goes. I don't have to tell you. Manly 22, Canberra 16. And Matthew Ridge gets his kicks out of Manly. Does he ever? Matthew Wood. Down for Ridge. Frank Stokes, it's your turn. Outside 10. Canberra, they won't give in. That's for sure. You never know when you've got a champion unit down and beaten. Jones, what a powerful game from him. 22 metres out. Now this is more like Martin Bella. These last couple of runs, they've had plenty of surge in them. Lyons, he's into space to the halfway. Holds it back. Lets Cunningham go. Now he picks up O'Connor. O'Connor's inside 32. Here comes the support. Too late. O'Connor will play it. 15 out from the line. Well, Manly have really come home strongly in the second half. Dunford inside for Tuvey. Tuvey angling for the break. 5 tackles gone for Manly now. Full-time siren almost with us. Back for Ridge. Wrong foot's David Woods. Puts up the bomb. Goes through. He'll score. Ridge. That's incredible stuff. Well, if ever you needed any evidence that Canberra were tired, you just saw it there in living colour.
Yes, Matthew Ridge saw there was no one back there for a minute. I thought he was going to go for a field goal, but he saw that no one was back there, so he thought, I'll put the bomb up. Where were the Canberra players? I'll tell you where they are. They're out on the feet. They can't lift their legs. Ridge puts the bomb up. No fullback, no one, no wingers. And a dream passes through for Ridge. It's been a great display by this Manly side, and they've served notice. They are a premiership contender. Ridge once again puts it up. A great chase by him. He had a mile of time there just to catch it. It's all over. He's converted, and Manly have won the game 28 to Canberra 16, and Graham Lowe's happy.
What an excited Graham Lowe it will be. This has been a super performance by his team. They gave away a start, but they've come down the other side of the mountain very strongly. 28-16, a bruising, high-scoring encounter, thoroughly enjoyable. And our man of the match from this absolutely sensational game, John Jones. What a top performance from him, wearing the Manly number 11 jumper.